definitely a squatch around these parts, so my goal coming out here alone is to trigger it to think I'm one of the squatches. But there's a storm coming in, a big one. They're predicting record rainfalls and wind. I'm just hoping it doesn't mess up my investigation too much. It just poured in thunder and lightning all night. It's about 1:30 a.m. We're a few miles north of where we were the first night. There's no way anything down there knows that I'm here. So if I start knocking and there's one here, it's gonna think it's a real squatch. I wanna do one more. Better. Yeah, we gotta go lights out from here. Me too. My hair's all standing up. Yeah, something's out there. Oh, just got a knock. Dude, they're out here. We can start filming. Oh, you hear that? Two little whoops. Real light, soft, came from probably 40 yards from that knock. They're over there. I think I might have fooled them. We got a squatch or two squatches right there. Those were the strangest whoops I ever heard because it started off like a bird call and then it went into a whoop. Weird smell around here too. I mean, there's marshes all over the place. But it's funky, real funky smell. It stinks. I like that, it's a good sign. I don't know if the soft knock and the two little whoops were because they were trying to call to me, like, are you a person? If that was a test by the Bigfoots to see if there was a Bigfoot over here, I definitely failed. Whatever was here, I don't think is here anymore. I hope they come back.
One of the people we spoke to at the festival was Bigfoot investigator Don Sherman. He told us there was a sighting in the area just a few days ago, and he brought us a track that he cast the next morning. So Renee and Cliff and I are on our way to meet with Don, along with the actual eyewitness, Sam Cleveland.
How you doing? Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm Renee.
Hi, Renee.
I'm Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I'm Cliff. It's nice to meet you.
So this was only a few days ago this happened.
Yeah, just, 50 feet out in the lake.
Now, Don shared the track that you guys pulled that day. It is a great cast, and as far as I can tell, 100% authentic. And that came from pretty much right in this general area, right?
Yeah, just right over here.
All right, well, take us to the spot.
All right, over here.
Lead the way.
Let's go, guys.
This place has awesome Bigfoot habitat. I mean, look how thick the woods are here. You can't see more than 40 or 50 feet in any direction, even under the best of circumstances. I mean, this is exactly the sort of place a Bigfoot could live and hide out virtually under the nose of the humans that live nearby. I can't wait to see the exact spot where Don cast this footprint. But first, we're gonna talk to Sam, the guy who saw the Bigfoot that left this print.
This is where it happened.
Look at that lake.
A lot thicker cover than I originally had imagined.
This is probably the biggest part of the woods in our area. You got like 20 miles of square wilderness, no civilizations.
Inaccessible swamps.
Okay, well, if this is the spot, I want to hear the story directly from you. What happened? What were you doing? What did you see? Tell us the whole deal.
The plan was to come out and do some bass fishing in the lily pads right offshore here, and the fish were biting right away, and I was having a great time. So I cast it out again, and as I set the hook, my lure flipped through and went by me. And as I turned to look back, I caught something in the corner of my eye moving on the shoreline, and it kind of turned and faced me. It was definitely a big white creature. I yelled like a really super deep, loud yell. Just to try to scare this thing away. But that didn't even seem to bother it one bit.
Can you describe exactly what you saw in your best estimate on the height?
I'd say 10 feet tall. And then, you know, this really resembled the length and size of a polar bear. I mean, that sounds far-fetched for Minnesota, but that's the only thing I could fathom that it could have been.
colored thing.
Yeah, I'd say 15 minutes of the waiting game went by while this thing was still in my vicinity. When my cousin pulled up with his truck, it crashed out of here. It had to break through these branches back here, but I heard it leave the water. Then I paddled like I was, you know, in a race or something to get out of here.
As Sam is telling his story, I'm getting the distinct feeling that he's telling the truth, and this actually happened. So whatever it was that walked out there, which pretty much had to be a Bigfoot, is still here somewhere. And I'm thinking, wow, that critter is probably walking the edge of this lake every night. And if we come back here, that's exactly what's gonna happen, and we could get it here.
So tell us about that next morning and where you tracked it.
We pulled up right over here, and he showed me where there was disturbance right here in the reeds where everything was laid down. So we walked over this direction over here, and I seen the tracks right away.
Okay, well, why don't you bring us over there and show us where they were?
Okay.
Go ahead. Sam?
All right.
So where was the track?
Tracks are right here.
Underwater?
Yep, it's underwater now.
So it wasn't underwater a few days ago?
No, it rained pretty hard last night.
Yeah, last night was very, very hard rain, but I didn't think it would fill up this.
Yeah.
I was very, very excited to get out here, and I actually, you know, videotaped and I came upon some pretty good tracks.
Oh, do you have it here?
Yeah, I sure do.
Could we take a look at it, please?
Sure. If you want to just press play. I see some deer tracks and stuff down here. Oh.
Oh, there's a lot more water now.
There's some big tracks right there. Let's see. Holy. Somebody needs to get over here. Look at this, guys.
There it is. Look at that.
You see holes in that thing? I do, man. I'm freaked out, dude. And then to make it worse, there's that perfect print. And then 5 feet away, there's another one that got in the deep mud that ain't so clear. I guarantee you, I seen a Bigfoot last night.
Oh, that's a great video, man.
Thanks.
Clearly, a Sasquatch walked through here this past week, because that track is 100% authentic. There are things in there that I don't think one can fake. The cast looks extremely good to me. If you look at the 5th digit, the little toe, in other words, it's sticking way out to the side, but the other toes are kind of pointed the other direction. Now that shows the flexibility of the Sasquatch foot. And also, speaking of flexibility, it's flexing about the vertical axis in the middle of the foot, right where it should, right behind the metatarsals. This cast is legitimate. You can't have a wooden stomper create this kind of track in the ground.
What I'm thinking right now is I'd like to come in from the other side of the lake, park it out there, patrol up and down the edge, because I think that thing's gonna walk along in that water every single night.
This is the way to definitely kick it off, though. I mean, we've got some time here. We could get some boats, try to come back, because if there is a Bigfoot here, we'd definitely like to find it.
Absolutely. So we'll head back now, figure all that out.
All right, thanks.
All right,
John.
sounds
Thanks,
good.
guys.